Hi, this is Shannon with the Bizant's Connection, and we have kind of an exciting tour today. Today is Realtor Caravan Day, where all the new listings are on the market and are being advertised. And this is one of the most exclusive ones in Rancho Santa Fe. We are going to be going behind the gates at Fairbanks Ranch to look at a home that my dear friend Jerry Kirkeby has on the market for, I believe, $2.8, $2.9 million. Now, of course, they're doing a lot of construction here with the gates and changing the gates. We'll talk more once we get through the entrance. I need to give them my card and get a slip verifying that I'm a realtor before they allow me into Fairbanks Ranch. This is an interesting area. To the right and to the left, both is Fairbanks Ranch, behind the gates. This is the only gated community in San Diego that actually has armed guards. Isn't that interesting? And I do have clients that do come from Europe and so forth that want that privacy of a community. And they usually are all police officers. They're licensed to shoot. They have guns on hand. So I think it serves a certain protection for a certain type of clientele. So it's not every day that we can get in, but today we are. So now, because of the remodeling, we're going to a temporary gate, and I'm going to open the window, give them my card, and hope to death that they don't recognize the fact that I'm videotaping. Actually, we came into the residents only gate. When you're coming in, if you are not a resident, you cannot come out this way. That's so if you get in, you got to go out exactly the way you did. Now, I have come in the wrong way to this entrance, and because of this remodel, it's been a while since I've been over here to see exactly where the gate is, because you have a south gate and a north gate. Oh, here's the thing. South gate entrance is 0.7 miles. Okay, so I just came in a little short, but that's where the residents come out. This gate actually originally is way back there, so they've just altered it during their construction period. Once we enter the gates and I speak to the gate guard, we can go from there, and then I can tell you more about what is going on. That is for the residents only, again, on that side. As the crow flies, actually, we're kind of coming into the Del Sur area, which will be for another day to do. But here is the south gate entrance, and I will be moving to the right, unwinding my window so that I can speak with them. Now, this is also, let's see. Oh, I see. Okay, it's farther up. With the remodel, it's a little throwing off. But we are going to be going to Camino De Monticello. Hi, with all the remodels, it's a little confusing. I'm Shannon. I'm here to see Jerry Kirkeby's property.
Oh, okay.
And her cross street's Circa Oriente, so I know it's up this way, but I've...
You're on Circa Oriente now.
Yeah.
The next cross street, I think, is Monticello.
Okay.
Monticello.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be the next street down.
When will you be finishing with all the construction of the gates?
It should have been finished already back in the earliest, I think it was March.
Yeah.
And then they pushed it back to June, and now it's July, and now
Oh
it's
my
August.
gosh.
I don't know anymore.
Okay, who knows?
It'll-
Okay, so
maybe
it's
next year.
the next cross.
Yeah, next cross street, and it'll be on your left side.
Well, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Take care. Bye.
Gives you a sense of the privacy in here. All the streets in Fairbanks Ranch are private. Hence, you'll see that there is limited light traffic within behind the gates. What most people enjoy is widely considered what they enjoy is to be the professional security of all the Rancho Santa Fe communities. There's 6 entrances and exits in here for Fairbanks Ranch. In fact, I'm going to come over and let this guy who's going a little bit faster go past me. But there's 6 entrance and exits for Fairbanks Ranch residents. So it really makes the ingress and egress superb. This is an interesting piece of property. Gosh, I hope I can get you to see this, and if I can turn. This used to be the Joan Kroc property, and it is amazing, and it sold, I believe, for $20 million. This whole thing on the left. The structures are up there. I read the title records, and I can't remember if it was a school or a it was a public institution that actually purchased the property. Oh, it was not the Red Cross, but I think it was Father Joe's bought it from Joan Kroc, who obviously was one of the first people that her husband started McDonald's. And then she has the Joan Kroc Peace and Justice Institute at University of San Diego downtown. Homes here can be about 30 years. I think the development was built in the 80s. And so the oldest homes in here are about 30 years old. The average lot size in here is 1.2 acres. Now, one of the very nice features of Fairbanks Ranch is that it has its own private entrance, its own K-6 public elementary school for its residents. Everyone gets behind the safety of the kids in the neighborhood. It's amazing. And then when you buy a home in here, now I have to tell you that there are homes in this economy that have gone back to the bank in here. I've done a few broker price appraisals on properties going back to the bank. I think your lowest price in here is, in the past 5 years, is right around $1.4 million. Obviously, the highest one I mentioned was $20 million. I think your average in here is between $2.5 and $6 million. But a lot of my foreign clients do like this neighborhood. We did pass Monticello, so I wanted to show you a little bit of the neighborhood. So we'll go back to Camino De Monticello and visit my dear friend Jerry Kirkaby, who is a realtor, who has this listing over there. You know, when you live in here, I guess there's a total of 1,250 acres within this Fairbanks community. What makes it very special is 75 acres of that are like park-like grounds. They have a 10-acre equestrian facility on the other side. We're in the south. On the north side, you have the equestrian where you can have your horses and so forth. They have a 9-hole putting green in here. They have tennis courts, 3 that are lit after 10 o'clock, a community center. It's really, they do a lot here. Okay, Calle Serena, so we need to go one more. But you'll find in the morning when I'm in here and I'm listing a property or visiting a client, you'll see numerous people walking their dogs, walking in the area, because the cameras are so tight. In fact, I was a little nervous that as I came in here that the guards might see it and ask me to turn it off or take it off the car. So at least I know now that that's not the case. Oh, this house on the left we just passed. It was going back to the bank, and I had to do a broker price appraisal on it, and they were trying to say it was to the tune of $1.5 million, and you know, the comps really, it had 2 fabulous pools. You know, the comps really showed it was in the 2.3 million. So anyways, oh, this is to the right, that $20 million property. You can see it just goes on and on and on, and this is the main entrance to it right here that goes up the hill. So I have missed Monticello. Let's see if we pass it up here. I think he said it was the first. And no, I did miss it. So we'll go back. And you know, the problem is that once you're in, they really do follow and watch where you're going and what you're doing. Realtors, not so much, but I mean, they'll be at any time if you're failing the speed and you're going over the speed that they will stop you. So I guess you can see a lot on the right, a little on the left. Again, this is, gosh, that waterfall is just amazing on that piece of property. I think there's like 3 or 4 houses on it. I spoke to the agent once that actually represented the Red Cross. I think it was the Red Cross that bought it from Joan Kroc. You can see the other entrance right here, which is phenomenal, to another house on it. Okay, so let's keep our eyes open at Camino De Monticello. Since this has been built, though, on a personal note, there have been other country clubs that have sprouted up that, what do I want to say is the fashion of the day. For example, the Bridges started after this. And so did the Crosby. I sold Jelena Jankovic, the famous tennis player, a property in the Crosby where she's building a 25,000 square foot home right now, 3-story. So you have these other, the Lakes country, community has opened up. It's been, there's really quite a bit that has opened up. Here we go, Camino de Monticello. I sure hope Jerry didn't close it, but if she did, because 4 o'clock is the cutoff time, at least you got a chance to see everything. 17121 is what we're looking for. Oh, that is Jerry right there. Let me ask her. I will stop the video, and if she did close, then I will just go ahead and we'll do a video somewhere else.